Barakatah Yahweh Bahasham Yahabashai. Double honors to the elders of GMS for showing me this great truth, and honors to all my brothers in the four corners pumping out this truth with sincerity, long suffering, and longevity. I'm going to get into Jeremiah chapter 30. Verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. For it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves to him. Now what that's clearly stating is we are in the time of Jacob's trouble as of right now, for they have already put out martial law way before 2011, not 2011, but 9/11. 9/11 was just the implement of actually putting it into use. And since 2010, they've been going more and more hardly. Now we're in the year of 2013, headed to 2014, and then I read an article that it stated that in 2014 is going to be made mandatory that everybody has to take that RFID chip. As of right now, around in the year 2019, from October 1st in Region 3, that consists of Washington, D.C., Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, and there's another one that I'm missing, but that's Region 3. In New York State, we are Region 2. New York and New Jersey, we are Region 2. Boston, Massachusetts, they're Region 1. Maryland, they're Region 1. We are Region 2. And by Region 3 is going to be made mandatory that everybody in Region 3 has to get that RFID chip. This is the time of Jacob's trouble. If you don't take that chip, your choices are going into the concentration camps, getting beheaded, being executed, whether it be by torture, beheading, what else they have on there? Torture, beheading, electric shock, which means they'll electrocute you, amongst whatever they have. Now, majority of their beheadings is going to be by the guillotines that we know that they have here in America already, and they have the caskets, which means that they're going to be able to put your bodies and chop them up and put, I don't know how many bodies, but it's not going to just be your body in the casket. Let's just put it that way. Okay, your body's going to be with a bunch of other bodies, and pretty soon they're going to stop putting bodies, well, after that, they're going to stop putting bodies in caskets. They're just going to leave them on the street, and then they'll just take them up and burn them all. This is the time of Jacob's trouble. Who is Jacob? Jacob consists of the Negroes, the Latin tribes, and the Indians. Not the East Indians, but the Indians that were here in this land before Columbus came. And he said Jacob will be saved out of it. All of Jacob will be saved out of it? Eventually, yes, all of Jacob will be saved. But out of this tribulation, no. Out of this tribulation, no. Out of this tribulation, he's only saving 144,000 and 1/3. That's all he's saving, 144,000 and 1/3. He's not saving everybody. Okay? That means everybody else, you have to prove that you truly love him now. How are you going to prove it? You're going to prove it through blood. Whose blood, do you ask? Your own. Am I telling you to take your own life? No, I'm not. I'm just letting you know that when that time comes, be prepared. For all those that are not an Israelite. For those who are an Israelite, stay ready. Stay prepared. And for those who are the 144,000 and 1/3 of Israel, and for those who have the seal and know they have the seal, continue to do what Yahweh Bahasham Yahawashi has asked you to do. Okay, we move by the Spirit. We don't move because man say. We move because the Spirit say. I'm not doing this because man told me to do it. I don't do this because Elder Tahar told me to do it. For even though I know he's a part of the embodiment of Yahweh Shai, I don't do it because he said it. I do it because I see it in the Most High's words. I see it from the Spirit. I hear it. I feel it. I do it. That's what moves me, the Spirit of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai. If the Spirit's not moving you, then what's moving you? For all spirits are his, saith the Lord, saith Yahweh. So he created the evil spirits and the good spirits. And if he creates the evil spirits and the good spirits, and he has full control over the good spirits, why wouldn't he have full control over the bad spirits? This is the problem with the two-thirds have. They don't understand nothing. Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. Meaning what? Meaning women will get better jobs than men. That is another prophecy that has already came true. And that came true within the 1960s, when the women's liberation. And women's liberation was a woman surpassing a man. This country is all about putting a woman before a man. True enough, all the presidents have been men, but they give damn near everything to a woman. They cater to a woman. So you see the image of the man, but the man's not really in charge. Even Obama himself said that if it wasn't for my wife, like Clinton, if it wasn't for my wife, the fuck does those bitches have to do with you running a country? Those bitches ain't got shit to do with you running a country. Nothing. But they want to go ahead, and give their mothers praise and their wives praise, not knowing that that's worshiping a woman, and you're not supposed to worship nothing but the Most High. He's the only person that needs worship, for he created everything, man and woman, beast and field, light and dark. See, man's problem is they think that they could go ahead and they're the ones that's actually creating everything. Oh, I created this and I created that, and I'm the originator. You're doing the same shit you did years ago, but you have no clue, because the Most High has shut your eyes and blinded your ears. Therefore, the words that are coming out of my mouth, the words that are coming out of this Holy Bible, the words that are coming out of my brothers and the elders' mouth, you guys don't hear. Y'all don't hear it for nothing. So how long wilt thou go about, O backsliding daughter? Forever. Y'all trying to do that for her. I can answer that for you. You're trying to do it forever. You guys don't want equal. Y'all scream that that the women want equal rights, but y'all don't want equal rights. Y'all want to be above us. Y'all want to be the far ahead and put us as the tail, but then when shit happens, y'all want to quickly throw us in as the head. Y'all want to throw us in the dirt. Throw us as the head, and then y'all act like a tail, and then when the glory comes back, then all of a sudden y'all want to take all the glory. Now y'all want to be the head again. So why do you women steadily looking for a good man, and why you can't find a man that has a good job, no kids, and great credit, and is not with an opposite race? Because you're a backslider. Because even if we gave you that, you're going to go and cheat on him anyway. You're not going to be faithful. Especially faithful unto death. The marriage is supposed to be for unto death, and you bitches want to continuously get divorces. You know why divorce rate is so high? It's not the man that wants a divorce from the woman. It's the woman that wants a divorce from the man. But does it not say that he who has found a wife has found a good thing? But now is not the time for finding another wife. Therefore, I state this again. I don't want another fucking wife. If I deal with another woman, I'm letting her know you're nothing but a concubine. You're nothing but me to pop off into, and that's about it. And I probably won't even popping off into you without a condom. I'm going to just put it that way. Without a condom, man, putting a condom on. Why? Because I don't trust you and I don't love you. And I don't want nothing to do with you. Why? Because you're a backsliding daughter. Because you're not for my people. And if you're not for my people, then you're my enemy. So why would I go ahead and be with my enemy and treat my enemy all that great when my enemy does not treat me that great? My enemy still has me in bondage. My enemy still putting chains and whips on me. Maybe not as physical, but more mental and more spiritual than anything. And which matters more, spirit or the physical sense? Everybody should know that the spirit rules the physical, rules the carnal. That's why the Most High deals with spirit. That's why the Most High is in spirit. He brought down his son in carnal, but still had his spirit. Therefore, he did his father's works because he had his father's spirit. Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 31. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them out of the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break, although I was an husband unto them, saith the Lord. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my law in their inward parts, and write it in their hearts, and will be their God, which is their power, and they shall be my people. So when we go back to the land this time, we're going to have his heart, his spirit, all of his laws. That means 613, not 10, but all 613 laws, statutes, commandments, ordinances, and judgments. And do them accordingly as he wants it to be done. As if he was right there doing it, we will be there. We will be the replica of the Most High. Through the grace of Yahweh Shai. For Yahweh Shai will give us the morning star. And greater works will we do. And the covenant, but this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days. After those days. What days is he talking about? After these days. After the great tribulation of my people getting out of America. After those days. He's not going to give it to you right now. He's going to give you a little bit. But he ain't going to give you the whole thing, no. He's going to give you a little bit, but not the whole. But when we get back into our land of Israel on the east, when we go back to Israel, then he will write his laws, his statutes, his judgments, his ordinances into our inward parts, into our hearts, and put his spirit in us, and take out that old fleshly heart and give us his heart. And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor, and every man his brother, saying, Know the Lord, for they shall all know me. For the least of them unto the greatest of them, saith the Lord. But I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sin no more. Forgive their iniquity. Remember their sin no more, meaning you will be pardoned. For the Most High says that he pardons who he chooses. Who he chooses. Now, a lot of people keep stopping over here because it's a thin street. It's not that they're stopping because they want to listen. For my people are foolish. And the only thing they know is foolery. Foolish things, that's what they like. Things of truth, they don't want. My people have become like Lady Gaga. They'll take a big bowl of bullshit any day. But they don't want the truth. And the truth represents who? Yahweh Shai, who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Yahweh Shai Mashiach. Mashiach means what? Anointed. So Yahweh Shai Mean what? He who exists saves. Yahweh. He exists. He who exists. Even though you don't see him, he exists. But see, my people, they don't know nothing about that. My people, all they know is foolery and, oh no, the basketball game's on. What? Now we're in the time of football. Now the football game's on, so you got to go home and watch football all damn day, even though you're not playing. And I don't understand how you're going to get any glory off of something that you don't participate in. But then again, you do participate because you watch it faithfully. Therefore, football became your religion. Basketball became your religion. Baseball becomes your religion. Soccer. Anything that you put above the Most High becomes your religion, because you will faithfully watch these games. You will faithfully do your research on who did what and what and what on these games. But when it comes to the word of Yahweh Ba'Hasham Yahweh Shai, and we tell you, hey, you just got to go into the blue letter and understand the Hebrew and the Greek, and you'll understand a little bit more about the true Father. Especially if you go with GMS, the elders of GMS. Now, if you deal with IUIC, which is Israel United in Christ, Christ is what? What is Christ? Christ comes from the Greek word Christos. From an Indian word, Kriana. Jesus, the person that you call Jesus, where did that word come from? Come from the Greek word Isus. Isus, I-E, means hail. Zeus is a replica of what? Zeus. So every time you say Isus or Jesus is the Lord, you're saying that Zeus is the Lord, and there is no Zeus. There is no God named Zeus. That is a pagan bullshit devil. That was allowed to do certain miracles to deceive the people. Why did the Most High just choose this little bit, and at the end of it to start telling the people more and more and more about it? So you guys can't say that you wasn't warned. You were warned, you just didn't you didn't hear it. You forbeared it. You didn't want to hear it. And that's the problem with my people, is that they don't want to hear nothing. Wait for verse 2.